How you guys are doing? Welcome back. I'm just going to go ahead and do this video because this is a response to one of my subscribers that asked, could I do a video on narcissist landlords? I damn sure can. Because something just hit me in my head, ladies and gentlemen. And it's like, I don't want to call out no names. Oh my gosh, people are something else though. Because baby, what comes around goes around. And it just landed on me about something that someone did. And they were a landlord over somebody, and they literally tried to rush this person out of their place. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk in these videos about narcissistic landlords. So ladies and gentlemen, like I tell you guys, the narcissists are very manipulative, okay? They're very cunning. They also do everything subtle. When I tell you guys that, it's because it's always designed to go under the radar for you guys to not pick it up, okay? If you guys were to think deep and think hard about it and the truth will come into your mind, you guys will have to pinch yourself and say, I know goddamn well I gotta be dreaming. This is not real. But ladies and gentlemen, it is 100% real. It is 100% correct. They love to have control, okay? The narcissistic landlord is going to sell you this big deal and juice everything up, make it sound so great and lovely and stuff. And then right when you least expect it, they're going to pull the rug right from up under you. What they do is they wait good until there's a time that maybe they might go through their life where they really, really need money, okay? And you know that you've been rightfully paying them, or you know that they usually will cut you slack on paying them, but then all of a sudden they want to rush. All of a sudden, they're very unpredictable, okay? One minute they're cool and you guys have this relationship set up, tenant, landlord, and then the next day they're twisted. They're calling you, they're sending you messages. Oh, you haven't did this, you haven't made this payment, you haven't did this. But ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a narcissistic landlord, it's just no way possible that you're going to be able to live there and it's going to be peaceful. You get what I'm saying? These people aren't going to hold up their end of the bargain. They're not going to do the things that they're supposed to do, which is basically the upkeep and the maintenance of the unit wherever you guys are. And let me tell you something. They always want to hold it over your head that you might not know that they're holding it over your head, but they are. At the simple fact of the matter that they can kick you out at any given moment. And that's the power that they hold. In their deep, dark, twisted, effed up world, that's the world they live in. You like it's a control thing because you living under my roof anyway, even though you paying your bills rightfully, ladies and gentlemen, to live in where you're living. And it's really sad with these people. It's best just to, if you haven't started, because I know it takes time. I know, ladies and gentlemen, I know time, money, everything. It's best just to move. It's best just to start planning your move and just to, if you have to suck up to the landlord, just a lot of times you have to ease your head out of the lion's mouth, okay? So it's best just to, if you've been like kind of sucking up to them to have a place to stay, just continue to just let it ride, play your part or whatever. But when, like, behind closed doors, you know what you're doing for yourself. And that's seeking hard as you can, fast as you can, a place that you can inhabit that does not have them involved. You get what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Because let me tell you something. The moment that you actually decide to stand your ground against them, and call it out for what it is and call a spade and say, I'm not going to let you run a manipulation. That's the first thing they want to do is have you kicked out. That's the first thing they're going to do. And not just that, they get narcissistic supply off of seeing you go to court, okay, if it escalates to that far, or having an eviction notice on you. They get narcissistic supply from this. So a lot of times it's best, ladies and gentlemen, to just go ahead and plan your escape. Plan your escape. You got to plan your escape. And don't let up. A lot of times you guys just go back to live a regular life and just face it for what it is. But it's never going to get any better. Okay. It just never is. These people are bipolar, and it's like renting from them is like renting from the devil. Okay. Let me tell you something. Right when you least expect it, all of a sudden they're going to abruptly want you to move. You're not even going to be able to plan to move. Before you know it, it's like, damn, it's as if they thrown you out into the streets. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I watched somebody do this not too long ago. And I said to myself, how? How could you do this to someone that this is where they live? How? But you know what? People are so wicked and evil in this world, ladies and gentlemen. It's an evil that it just gets it makes me so upset that there's people like this in this world that exist today. It makes me very, very upset. Yeah, when it comes down to narcissistic landlords, before you rent a unit, I don't care whether it's a house, whether it's an apartment, condominium, whatever. Make sure, just as well as they're trying to do background searches and all that stuff on you and figure out all your information, make sure you do it on them as well. Make sure you talk to the person that they rented to that left before you got there. Okay? Let's talk about, we need to do a little research on them. Go online and look up their first and last name. They have any court records? Do you have to do research on people nowadays, ladies and gentlemen? Because people will sell themselves. They'll put on a flashy suit and put on a nice dress with some heels and tell you that, oh, this and this and that. And oh, they come rent from me all the time. And oh, they have and this and this and that. And we always make sure it be totally the opposite. One thing I can say, because I ain't gonna lie, where I rent from, I love where I rent from. The people, they work with me, you know what I'm saying? I have bit and pieced my payments, ladies and gentlemen. And it's only because it's my fault. I'm not gonna lie. Because I know how to go to work, but sometimes I would get like, I just don't want to go. And I kind of have that option, being that the company that I work with. So it's helpful for me, but you don't go to work, you don't make any money. So what'll happen is I'll sit home and it's like, I know I should be at work or whatever. And I'll be like, okay, landlord, I promise I got you. I'm going to bid in peace. And they're fine with that. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? And it feels so good to be able to rent from them. I've rented from them for years, and it's always been a really good relationship with them. Shout out to my rent people. I love you guys. But I will tell you guys, you have to do a lot of research when it comes down to that. And it's best that if you're going to rent from some people that rent to a lot of people. So that way that that they ain't got no choice but to do their job, because you guys don't go through the private landlords and all that. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I mean, now, if you absolutely have to, do your best to search the best private landlord that you can find. But when it comes down to it, it's like, these are the steps you have to take. Because, ladies and gentlemen, yes, they are ready to throw you out on your head, throw your shit out of their house, and they love an eviction notice. And how dare you try to fight it? Because, you know how the narcissists are experts at lying in the courts, ladies and gentlemen. They don't have any heart. They don't feel like, well, I understand this is a family, and I understand it's hard, to find a place to live. And when you're living somewhere and you put your all into that place, they don't think like that, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad, it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. They don't think like that. So it's best just to, go ahead and start planning your escape, but ease your head out of the lion's mouth. Okay? It's a good thing that they don't live with you. You only have to see them, should be once a month? Some of them are even worse than that. They get to calling you. Damn, I'm at work. Why are you calling me, leaving messages and texts and, But, it's easier for you to escape when it comes down to these situations, because all you have to do is just plan to leave and make sure everything that you get is in writing, You have to do that. You have to always record with the narcissist because they're always recording you. They're always ready to, throw you to the wolves is what it is. I'll see you guys in more videos, okay? And I hope this video was very helpful. I love each and every last one of you, and you guys have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.